But to be fair, I was always in the meeting, so I never actually watched them later because she's always like, you can always go back and watch the lecture. And I was like, I was in the lecture. I don't need to rewatch it. So.
Okay. Let me go back to sharing. Sure.
Messy room. Sort of cover up the mess with my sweater a little bit.
So the main thing is the tail feels pretty stiff, and you're probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It just sort of goes. It just sort of goes like that. It doesn't.
Yeah, you could start by running that offset trick we did on the flying ball.
Mm-hmm.
We could try really fast because right, you have a pose. It's the same idea. You're on the bottom, there's a pose, and you're on the top, and there's a pose. So,
yeah, and that's what I tried. That's what I tried. I don't know if I maybe was as successful with this one as I was with my other one. Oh, you know what? I'll save that question for the end.
Well, I mean, everything's still lined up. All the curves, they're all lined up. So it's like you started it, but didn't do that step yet. So I'm just gonna grab all the X's, move them 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. And then I think we want to grab all of them and go like that and backwards. So it's kind of okay. No, I don't like it.
I think it's a bit better. My bounce is a little weird because the ball is a little weird.
It's these are. I don't think you. Well, maybe you do.
I was like, I did 3 bounces. I was like, I probably could have added another bounce, but I got it. I was happy with the way it like ended, and then at first I was like, maybe I'll do like an extra wag with the tail, but then I was like, no.
Yeah. Okay, that didn't work. Let's not do that. Okay. I'll move it back.
Okay.
Try something else. What's up, Sally?
Can I do the phone, please?
Yeah. Here you go.
What the hell?
Okay. So one way to make it feel less stiff. Hey, where's my rotation curve?
Oh, I was
manipulator. Here we go. I got it.
I was like, I was having trouble. I forgot. I was trying to turn something off, and I forgot what it was. So I messed with it a bunch.
It could be. Well, manipulators was off. I don't know if that saves in the Maya file or in your settings, but I found it. It's okay. Oh, this has the same weird issue where it's up right here for some reason. That's strange. Anyway, so one way to make it less.
I think it looked better when it was squished. It looked more correct.
Move it more.
Bad interpretation.
So I'm just taking your pose and I'm just going a little more extreme. But what you want to do on the follow through is as soon as the ball starts going up, move the tail down. And you got to think about it in sections. So like the first one we move, we move the first tail a lot. And then the next one we can move the next tail a lot and the base a little more because it's slowing down.
Okay.
And then this one back. And then again. Down.
Yeah, that looks better.
Let's see. This can still be behind. And then follow through is you want everything to kind of keep going for a little while because the momentum from the bounce pushes it.
Yeah. Oh, that looks really good.
Itself together. And then
that looks really good. Oh my gosh. Wow, yeah.
And then you end up sort of doing the same process on all the other bounces. And it hits
yeah, you
there.
should definitely. I hope you're recording this. That's great.
That hitch there is probably Let me check your other curves.
I was like, it might be a timing issue with me. Yeah.
And a lot of times especially with tails, so it's supposed to be nice and flowy. So if I see stuff like this, I'll just go in and make it more curvy. The heavy impact on the bounce is probably okay because it's got that V, so it's like a sharp. You can see what ended up happening with the curve when I started like
yeah.
manually just futzing with it.
Just a little bit of a whoosh.
Yeah. So you'll start to see on some of the assignments, like, are your curves clean? This is the kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of
It
sense.
really helps a lot when it starts to get
And yeah, that looks
flowy.
so much better.
Yeah, now it's not hitching because it was hitching right there.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
And I would say because it's a cartoon ball and not a real ball, I'd probably give it some stretch right here
Okay.
just to make it feel like
Yeah.
I like to fast in on it. And then, yeah, and then you got it bouncing back up pretty fast already. And you can do that on the other bounces. And then if you want to get really cool, really crazy with it, you can add a little down angle.
Oh, and then make him.
Yeah. And then on the up, can get some up.
That's cool. So which curve, what are you rotating exactly for that? I mean, I'm sure I can find it. What is it?
X, maybe?
X. Rotate X.
Yeah, it's X.
Cool.
Set that back to 0. Usually 0 is like the home position for most rig joints. So yeah, I'll just leave it at this, and then you can just take this and try and apply it to the other ones. It gets tricky over here, and it becomes also less important as the bounces get smaller.
Yeah.
But the key is to make sure the frame that the ball hits, the tail's still up, which you sort of had, and then the very next frame, the tail starts to go down.
Okay. There. Yeah. That makes sense when you're saying it. Because in my head, I couldn't just like put those words together in that order. But awesome. That looks great.
And what I like to do is I like to do 2 frames on the down.
Oh yeah, you do your impact.
Go crazy with it. You don't have to do this. This just
No worries.
just like to do it. Because you end up still getting the weight on the tail.
That makes it feel a lot. To me, that makes it feel like it's jumping.
Yeah, like it's in control.
Mm-hmm.
Since I changed the timing, I'm like playing around with the overlap and stuff a little more, just to make it
Yeah,
feel
it's really cool how just a tiny adjustment can make it feel really different.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, that's what makes the difference. That's it. You just gotta
Awesome.
try and do that.
Okay.
So I'll stop. Can I just stop recording? Do I have to record the whole meeting? Let's see. Stop. Oh, you can pause record. Nice.